Test your boots.
You. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Is anybody out there?
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Jesus, I hope so. We're back. Back for more adventures.
Back from more adventures.
Yeah.
And a couple good ones, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know. I had some adventures. You had some adventures.
we did.
There's been some festive things happening about.
And we got a big thing going on this weekend.
We do? What's that?
I thought you were part of it.
I might be. You say it first. And I'll tell you if I know what you're talking about.
So we're having a little, they're throwing a little soiree for me
Yeah.
at the Old Stone Jug.
Mm-hmm.
They decided that
Is that the goddamn air conditioner? Oh, it is. It's loud.
there's a white remote right there.
Oh, it's loud.
You just hit power.
We get it. That's your job.
Right there, Lee.
Right there.
Right there.
You get it.
And Robin saves the day again.
So there we go. Okay. So Sunday. Soiree Sunday.
Soiree Sunday from 3 o'clock? Am I correct on the time?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. Whatever. 3. I was thinking, yeah, something like that. Because it was before the Bills
Pete said
game.
he talked to you. I don't know.
He talked to me. We never said times.
Oh, all
I
right.
didn't get that into it.
Jesus, they are going to miss me when I'm gone.
All right. So Sunday, around 3, we're going to do some jams. Get
Yeah.
some of the homies out. I know we're definitely going to do a Sequilibrium set.
Awesome.
We'll see who else is around. And Dan knows mad Black Sabbath riffs. So
Sweet.
We'll have him just be like a jukebox of Black Sabbath riffs.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right before the Bills game. And then we'll hang out and watch the Bills game.
And then the Bills game is at 8:20.
Yeah, who are they playing?
Baltimore. So this is going to be a real test. But we are 3-0.
Baltimore's good?
Baltimore's good.
Yeah. I don't know these things. I know The Wire. That's all I know.
Yeah. Their quarterback's won 2 of the last 3 MVPs.
Oh, that's
So-
pretty good, huh?
Yeah. He can't win a game in the playoffs, but he's good in the regular season. So, and that's what we're at right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it should be fun. So yeah, anybody that listens to this, come on out Sunday.
So why are we throwing a party for you?
You know,
It's not your birthday.
it's my exit.
It's your exit. We haven't talked about this on the show.
No. So, well, we won't talk about my future yet.
Okay.
But my days at the Stone Jug are numbered.
Jeez, that sounds heavy.
I know. October 11th. We have a tribute to Chicago with Brass Chance and the Horn Dogs. It's a 9-piece brass band.
Yeah.
And they're doing like 30 songs. They sent me the set list. The set list looks incredible. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be really good. I'm really excited about it. That's gonna be my farewell show. And then we'll keep you posted on what we're doing in the future, because there's many bright things to come, people.
There's many bright things to come.
There are.
This is the end of one chapter and the beginning of another.
Yes, and it's very exciting. And I'm not going to air all of my business out right now, but as you all know, I will air all of my business at some point.
Yes. Eventually. When it's safe.
When it's safe.
Yeah. When the surgery's a success and we can know it worked.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll be able to start living the new life.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. So Sunday is a bit of a, a little fucking
Send off.
slam the fucking champagne on the front of the ship
Yes.
and send it off to sea.
Exactly.
Yeah. And continue to celebrate what you've built at the Jug.
Yes.
With
Exactly.
the music and everything.
Yeah. I was really happy that they came to me last week and they were like, "Listen, so we want to thank you for everything you've done here. We're gonna do our best to continue this tradition, and we thought that we should do something special for you." And it was cool.
Yeah. Let's hope so. What are they asking me for? Well, I'll just hit up everybody and just be like, "Yo, jams at the Jug for fucking Captain today."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure anybody would answer the call.
I hope so.
Yeah. And if not, we'll just make Dan do Black Sabbath riffs by himself.
Yeah. There we go. Well,
Another.
5 years of putting all this music stuff together. I mean,
Yeah, man. Getting national acts in, building it up from
Yeah.
little us under a little tent
Exactly.
to national acts on a full fucking built stage. And obviously, the Costellos, actually physically built the stage. Me and you kind of
Yes.
just watched.
Right.
We're like, is it done yet? All right, you're done. All right, good. I'll play. I'll
it
play.
done?
Yeah.
All right.
That's where I come in.
Now we're ready to to put some people in there.
Yeah. Well, it takes a village, right?
It does. So
That's
it's
cool.
exciting. It's an exciting time for everybody. You know, I hope everybody keeps going to the Stone Jug even when I'm gone. And I hope everybody, when they find out what I'm doing, comes and sees me.
Yeah.
So, moving on. You had a little trip to New York City just recently.
Yeah, we did. Last week we went to New York for 30 hours maybe. Like not, I know a little longer than that. I got in at like 10 in the morning on a Friday and left at like 6 o'clock Saturday.
Okay.
So whatever that is.
Yeah.
There's a work thing, and we decided to make a little 2-day trip out of it.
Nice.
Fucking hiked. Just walked, man. 36,000 steps one day.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. That's way above average.
That is. That's a lot.
Even though like I walk every day, but that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know, we did a bunch of shit. Just pretty much in Midtown, walking around Chelsea and fucking Hell's Kitchen and shit like that.
Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
That's what we should call Sunday.
Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, eating and looking at cool shit. And it was beautiful. The weather was perfect.
Yeah. And then open his hand, a hand of doom.
Yeah, you do that. What you gonna do?
So yeah, anyway.
We walked on the
Kitchen.
High Line. The High Line is like this. It's like a 2.5 mile walkway of like it was a train that it was like a train track.
Okay.
And they fucking repurposed it into just a long walk. It's a long sidewalk, and there's art, and there's tons of plants and shit.
Nice.
It's fucking cool, man.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
really cool, beautiful. Walking along the fucking river and everything is gorgeous. There's a lot of greenery in that city if you go during the right time.
Right.
Walked around, did all sorts of cool shit. Saw all sorts of interesting people. Ate some pretty fucking top-notch food.
Cool.
Let me try. I was texting you some random things.
Yep.
Bouncing basketball bag was very funny. Because maybe you had to see it, but there's like all these kids, right? There's these like teenage kids,
Sure.
and they're fucking walking down the street like the movie kids, like they're hopping over shit and fucking punching each other and being all loud and stuff.
Yeah.
And one kid's like jumping up on stoops, and he's got like a bag, like a canvas grocery bag, like a reusable bag, and
Okay.
it's full of shit, and he's like swinging it around.
Yeah.
And then it got loose. And it went flying, and he was
Oh,
like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like, "There's a bag full of I don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
Glasses, fine china, I don't know."
Right.
But then it landed and it bounced
What?
because it was a basketball in the bag.
Oh shit! No kidding.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And he was like, "Oh shit!" And I was expecting like, psh, and it like the bag bounced.
Boing.
It was like some weird fucking glitch in the Matrix or something.
Yeah.
And I had been to a dispensary that day,
Ah,
so
there you
I
go.
started giggling like a motherfucker.
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
It's just like fucking my brain didn't work at all. It like bounced in the street. So that was pretty funny.
That's a magical bag.
Yeah. Well, what you got in there? All right. The weirdest thing in that whole city, the most interesting thing we saw, the most interesting person we saw, we should say.
Uh-huh.
We're walking down, we're heading to Central Park, and we walk past the Trump building, not the hotel, but his like plaza, his fucking whatever, the office building with all the shit, restaurants and stuff in there.
Yeah.
And it's got all the things, Trump fucking gloves, Trump hats, Trump shoes, all this stuff. And then at the bottom it says Trump sweets. And Lee, she's like, we should try that. I'm like, if Trump knows anything, it's fucking sweets.
Right?
But the boy knows his way around some sweets.
Oh hell yeah!
So we went in and checked that out.
Especially he's a teetotaler, so
Yeah, that's his only thing.
Yeah.
That's his vice. Golf
his
and
vice.
sweets. Yeah.
exactly.
And other things, if some stuff's true.
Yeah.
But it was mad funny to like walk in there and you're like, man, this dude really fucking tossed everyone on their heads, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now we're just in his place getting ice cream. It's whatever. So we're in there and we get some ice cream, little fucking scoops of ice cream with some Kit Kat and some shit on it.
Nice.
And we're sitting in like the little cafe eating next to the waterfalls and the giant American flag. And there's this chick walks in and she's fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like hot, like thin, but like fit, like super fit, like super bottle has a trainer, fit as fuck, hot as shit chick.
Right.
Big bushy hair. And, you take note. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then I see her walk past our table and she's got a plate, like a big plate that's got like about 8 scoops of ice cream and like a ton of chocolate and cherries and everything. It was like some crazy, it must have been what Trump eats. It's gotta be. It was like some wild shit you'd see in like a cartoon or something.
Right.
It was like too much food. Some shit Garfield would eat.
Yeah.
And this skinny fucking super hot chick has his plate and puts it down. And I'm like, all right, I'm waiting for like 3 kids to come run. Like
Sure.
she's got her kids or something. Like, no, dude, she sat there and fucking housed
Housed
this
it
whole
all?
thing. Yeah.
No shit.
And I'm sitting there, she's got her back to me, and I'm
That
like,
makes her even hotter.
fascinated, dude. She was so hot. And she wasn't even like thick hot. She was like super thin and fit and everything.
Yeah.
Big rock on her finger too.
Oh, I bet.
I definitely looked for that. I was like, oh my God, what is the story with this? She just housed this massive plate of ice cream. It was fucking insane. Like, and she
must have just got the rock that day.
I guess.
She's like, all right, I can go back to normal.
Yeah. Maybe she just got married or I don't know, whatever.
Right.
She's by herself and she just slammed that shit. So I'm like watching, I'm like, this is insane. This is great. And as we're leaving, we're going up the escalator, like next to all the tables, and I look down and she's on the table with the cleared plate next to her, and she's got a napkin and she got a pen.
Yeah.
And she's feverishly writing on the napkin. Like in the top corner, like filling every inch of the napkin with words.
Okay.
Just going fucking nuts. Like she just housed this ice cream and then fucking went into like a fugue state and just started writing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is the story with that?
Right.
That's the oddest thing we saw.
Yeah.
That's might be some sort of crazy divorce letter.
Sure.
Something. This is why I did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That bitch,
Yep.
I should look into it. Be like, super hot bitch. Fucking, you know, her kids were locked in the fucking bathtub or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. That was very hilarious and weird.
That's funny.
She just started writing it. So there's really one thing I want to know, and it's what was on that napkin.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I don't know. What else happened? Goat Scream Girl. Goat Scream Girl happened at Nietzsche's. I was packing up the car after we did a Sequilibrium set Friday, and there was some chick and some dude in the parking lot, and they were obviously been out for the night.
Yeah.
And they're all giggling and laughing and canoodling, and I'm just packing the car. And then at one point she's like, hey, you. I'm like, what's up? She's like, you know how a goat screams? I'm like, yeah, I know how a fucking goat screams. She's like, you want to hear it? I'm like, oh my God, yes. She's gonna do it. She's just hammered. And they were dressed like nice too. Like, it was like went out to dinner and then went down to Allentown, got fucking hammered.
Right.
And she just did a goat scream, like 3 really loud goat screams.
Wow.
In the parking lot at Nietzsche's.
Yeah.
And it was all right. It wasn't like dead on a goat. You kind of could tell it was a chick screaming.
Sure.
Which drew no attention from anyone.
No.
There was like tons of people around and no one was like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like she's just screaming. But
They're like, it's just a
I
goat.
give it's a solid 6.
Six?
A 6 on the goat scream. It was
6
all
not bad.
right. Yeah. But if you just heard it, you wouldn't go, oh, it's a goat. You'd be like, that's a girl.
Yeah,
Not
that's
even
a girl.
that's a girl screaming to sound like a goat.
Yeah. This girl imitating a goat.
Yeah. It was all right. It was
Yeah.
all right. She could work on it. A little more high pitched and more frantic.
Maybe she was a little too drunk. Maybe she's
Maybe
better
she
when
was
she's
too
sober.
chill. Yeah, goats scream because they're freaking out. She didn't have the panic in her voice
Yeah.
that she should have.
Well, it's better than a fainting goat.
Yeah, those are pretty goddamn funny.
They're fucking hilarious.
I'd rather have a fainting goat than a screaming goat.
For sure.
You know, I wish I could have a fainting chicken. They'd fucking run away fast. I wish it would just fucking drop if I startled it.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, they book it.
They book.
Yeah,
Peace.
they're fast little fuckers.
I'm out.
Yeah, you gotta herd them. I got my stick and I herd the chickens.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, quick 2 days in New York, and it was beautiful.
That's awesome.
That's really, yeah, there's no, other than that super hot chicken or ice cream, there's really nothing that wacky. You know?
So I had a wild trip.
Yeah, where did you go?
I went to Chicago, Chi-Town.
Nice.
And we were in and out in 25 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went with a couple buddies, and my buddy got the hookup. And we get there, we get off the plane at like 9:30 in the morning, and he's like, nice, I just got upgraded. And, you know, because it was a business trip,
Yeah.
quote unquote business trip.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just got upgraded. So we got a 2-bedroom fucking hotel for free.
Nice.
With, and then there was a pull-out couch in the living room.
Nice.
So we were all set, 3 of us, you know? And I was like, fuck yeah, man. That's the way to start the trip. So he's like, we get to the hotel, and he's like, all right, everybody chill for like half hour, 45 minutes. And he's like, it's like 40 minutes to the stadium. He goes, so we'll head out in like 45 minutes. And I was like, dude, it's only going to be like 11 o'clock. And he's like, yeah, he goes, with our passes, we get in 2 hours early. So we get in for the Cubs game. We're going to the Cubs game. And so we get in 2 hours early so we can watch batting practice. We can do everything.
That's dope.
It's super
You got
dope.
passes too? You get an upgrade for those?
This stadium was built in 1903.
Wow.
So we're like the only ones in there besides the concession people.
Wow.
And I'm walking the hallways going, it feels like the 19-teens or 1920s.
That's
Like,
fucking cool as shit.
it was so cool. Like, you know, like stadiums are not built like this anymore. I've been to a lot of stadiums. And it was just like, I felt like it was 100 years ago when I was walking through the corridor.
Like
I was
old iron and steel, just the way they
man.
don't build shit like that anymore.
Oh my God. It's like, it was so fucking cool. I was like, this is fucking amazing. I'm so happy I came here. Wrigley Field it was all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, is that the oldest one?
It's the oldest one in professional baseball. There's one stadium that's older that was a big part of the Negro Leagues back in the day. So I can say that because that's what they were called.
Yeah, I didn't fucking come up with that name.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you're just being historically accurate.
Yeah. So so we get. He goes, all right, here's where we are. So we walk down these steps, and the guys are like, passes, gentlemen. We show them the passes, and they're like, welcome to the W Club.
Dude, hell yeah.
Which is the Wrigley Club, W, you know? And I'm like, no shit. So we walk in, and there's a girl standing there, and there's a whole wall of beer, CBD drinks,
Cool.
fucking seltzers, and then there's like one cooler on the end with like water and pop, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, anything you'd like, gentlemen. Everything's on the house. Wow. Everything. So like,
how is this hooked up through your buddy's work?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So we all grab a beer, and he's like, all right, let's go get something to eat. And we're like, all right, we go downstairs. And I'm like, now we're underneath Wrigley Field, the oldest stadium in the fucking majors. And I'm like, this is fucking, you guys know how much I love baseball.
Yeah, of course.
So like, I'm like, dude, I'm like in awe. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm underneath Wrigley Field, dude. This is fucking sick. And I look to the left, and there's like 100-foot long buffet.
You're like, our plane crashed.
I know. I'm like, this is crazy. So
I'm in heaven. Our plane crashed on now. I'm in heaven.
So I'm like, and it comes with everything. Like, so you go all the way to the left. You start at the left, and there's like 5 different types of salad, and then there's an appetizer stand, there's like 10 different types of appetizers. Then the next stand is a make your own Chicago dog stand.
Nice.
Yeah. So and it even explains how to make like an old style Chicago dog, a new style Chicago dog. Like, it's got all the fucking, tells you
what is the classic Chicago dog?
So the classic Chicago dog is a normal beef frank with a sesame bun.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. It's got tomatoes, a whole pickle. Well, a whole pickle sphere.
Yeah, the sphere, yeah.
It's got onions, and the brightest sweet relish I've ever seen.
Yeah, I like that.
It looks like the Incredible Hulk.
Fluorescent,
like,
yeah.
Took a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what the fuck is that? And then brown mustard.
Okay, cool.
And it's just like, it's fucking humongous. Like,
Yeah,
by the time you put everything on it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, well,
sick.
yeah, the roll, it's like a loaf of bread that they cut sideways, you know, and like that's the bun.
It's fucking sick.
That's cool.
So then after that, there's a Sloppy Joe stand. And then there was a fruit stand. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Then there was a chicken and fish stand. And then there was a fruit stand. Then there was a dessert stand. Lee, you would have fucking died with this thing. It was unbelievable. It had everything you could ever imagine. Like every kind of cookie. It had like those cake pops. I love cake pops. And then there was an ice cream stand. And then there was a carving station. Like ham off the bone, beef off the bone.
Roast beef and shit. Nice.
Oh my God, dude. It was fucking... I went up 4 times.
Was this like a special occasion game, or they do this every time?
In the W Club, that's every day in the W Club.
Ah, fucking A.
I know. Wow. So, tickets, one single ticket.
Yeah.
For a season, one single season ticket in the W Club, $133,500.
God damn.
I was like, that's how they pay these salaries.
Yeah. Well, that's just if you're fucking loaded. Oh my God, to be a rich kid.
Yeah, I know,
to be
dude.
a rich kid.
I know.
And just have, like, that's just your fucking hobbies.
Oh, shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And then, like, people just kept coming up to us. Do you gentlemen need anything else? Do you gentlemen
isn't that the best? You know? When, like, they don't know.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, we were walking into, like, the designer Cartier stores and shit like that. And they're just like, hello, sir, may I help? Like, you have no idea that I'm not going to buy any of this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to come here once a year for the rest of my life for free.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at shit that I would buy one day. Maybe it gives us a little, it's inspiration, I guess.
Yeah.
We did go into the Tiffany store, like right outside Central Park, like 6th Avenue or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just beelined it right in the back by the elevators. They have the Basquiat painting.
Yep.
That's the Tiffany blue. And it's like, he didn't paint it for them, but whatever. So I see it, and I'm like, oh, shit, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's massive. And I beeline it past all the jewelry up to this painting. I start staring at it, and the girl's like, oh, you want this? I'm like, yeah, that's cool as shit, man.
Yeah.
And she starts telling me about it, and how his assistant said that his assistant picked the color, but Basquiat, I don't know. There was some debate over why he picked that blue color, but he definitely didn't do it to, like, line up with Tiffany's, but it's the Tiffany's blue.
Okay.
It's like their trademark colors. Like,
Sure.
they eventually bought it and hung it up.
Oh, wow.
And then as this lady's telling me, she's like, that's the real one. I was like, yeah, man, I would assume. Like, this is the fucking Tiffany store in Central Park, like in New York City, at the center of the universe. I didn't think you guys like had like
half-assed it.
Yeah, like a print. Like you went to the UPS store like I do.
Right.
And saw Benyon and fucking Basquiat.
Hang that up.
Yeah, had a Basquiat painting printed up on a canvas. I would think that's the real one. Yeah.
That's the real one.
That was pretty fucking cool.
Well, I should hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, walking around in that world is pretty fun.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
And then they've got Wrigleyville outside the stadium, and it's just like,
Is that like the shakedown street of the?
kind of.
It's like, yeah.
You can get more hot dogs. You can get ice cream. You can get, it's more for kids.
Yeah.
But we still did it because we're just big kids.
Yeah.
And you can play, like, there's a bunch of different games out there, like cornhole and stuff like that.
It's like a little carnival.
Yeah, we were doing all that, and that was cool. And then I took a picture right in front of the Wrigley sign, which is like an iconic sign in baseball.
Yeah.
Like the sign to have your picture taken in front of. So I got that. Then right across the street is the Cubby Bear, which is like a two-story bar. Like,
Is that the one you were telling me about, like what the fucking bar is? Like every stadium has the bar.
Yeah, the
that's
Cubby
like
Bear.
Right there. Is that what it is?
Yep. And right behind the Cubby Bear is a dispensary.
Yes, I believe you mentioned that as well.
So we were taking fucking we were eating hash drops all day, which was fantastic. Which is probably why I went up 4 times for food.
yeah, probably. Dude, that was all. Your shit keeps reminding me of my shit.
Yeah.
But we get to New York, we go to a bagel place called the Bagel Pub, and get the the lox and the cream cheese and the fucking. I got one that had like cucumber slice. It was fucking great, like a veggie cream. And across the street, there's a place called King's Landing Dispensary.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Fucking house these. Go pick up some weed for the 2 days. This is great.
Right.
And I walk up to it, and it's chained. The doors are chained, and there's like the
you
big
told me.
closed by the government sign. I was like, that's not a good sign.
No.
Oh shit.
No.
Are they shutting it all down? And then there's one 2 doors away on the corner.
Yeah.
And I went in, and I was like, what the fuck happened down there? And he's like, yeah, the guy didn't have his shit or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. There was something fishy was going on, so they shut it down.
Well, we joked about this the other night. How we've been fucking waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
For 50
Get your
years.
goddamn ducks in a row.
And get your goddamn ducks in a row. They finally fucking legalize it, and you can't fucking be legit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know what happened at King's Landing.
God.
But
We went back to that dispensary twice.
yeah, there were plenty of them.
And it's called the Sunshine Dispensary, which reminds me of another thing. We played Jacksonville the other night, and I don't know if anyone that's listening or if you guys have ever seen the movie Remember the Titans. It's a football about football, and they bring in this quarterback in high school. This quarterback moves there from California. He's got like long golden blonde hair.
Right, and the dude who plays for Jacksonville, I do know this.
Yeah.
Is what Carmela Soprano and Furio's kid would look like.
Yeah.
People are like that. Literally, it's a fucking hilarious how accurate that is.
Well, so the whole game, the Bills are fucking kicking the shit out of fucking Jacksonville, and every time they showed him, he looks just like the kid from the fucking movie. So we were like, Sunshine, because that's all their kids do the whole movie.
God. Do you think he gets that a lot?
I don't know. I hope so. So we were making fun of Sunshine a lot.
That's great.
Yeah.
You think he's ever seen that movie?
Oh, he's had to have.
Someone had to bring it to his attention.
Yeah.
And when he saw it,
Look at you.
He was like, fuck.
Fuck.
It's like when I saw Bad Santa for the first time, and I heard him say Thurman Merman. I was like, God damn it. That's life now. That's just life. Every fucking unoriginal kid in the hallway, Thurman Merman.
Yep.
That's funny. Sunshine.
Uh-huh.
And so the Bills are fucking whooping ass, huh?
3-0.
That's cool, man.
I know.
A good 3-0.
A good 3-0. And the last 2 games, they fucking murdered the teams they played. So
yeah, but isn't this how it always starts?
well, not necessarily.
No, you had a slow start, and there's always a hope.
Well, Josh said something very interesting after the game that I don't know if a lot of people caught. I'm sure that a lot of people did, but some people may not have. And it was well documented, the breakup between him and Stefan Diggs.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say him and Jerry Seinfeld.
No. Okay. Stefan Diggs, and they had over 4 years. Over the 4 years that Diggs played here, they have the most completions and most yards between a receiver and a quarterback. Okay. And Diggs still didn't get the ball enough. That's all he bitched about. And I'm like, you're number 1 in the league in every category.
Yeah,
like,
that's the most. Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, what do you want? And so he's a little fucking bitch. And
well, you should have that insatiable hunger.
Yes,
know
you
what
should.
I mean? Like,
but you don't take it out on your quarterback who's fucking giving you the ball constantly.
Yeah.
You know? And Josh said something after the game.
Going at odds isn't going to help you get what you're trying to get.
Definitely not. So one of the reporters say to Josh, so you completed a pass to 10 different receivers tonight, which is like incredible. 10 is a lot. And he goes, the great thing about this team is like everybody's a team. He goes, nobody cares about individual numbers. He goes, nobody cares about how many times they get the ball. What they care about is the W at the end of the day. And everyone the next morning on all the sports shows was like, do you think that was directed at Diggs? And the one guy goes, are you fucking kidding me? Of course it was directed at Diggs. He's like, every guy on the team had 2 catches and everyone was fucking celebrating like fucking they just won the Super Bowl because fucking they're all so happy just to get the win.
Yeah.
Like nobody cares if they get the ball 10 times, you know? And I was just like, this is fucking awesome.
That's cool. That's cool. Was that a classy way to handle it?
It was a total class.
A little petty, a little passive aggressive. It is funny to see these manly men be like, well, if someone would. Someone wouldn't stop being so selfish.
Yep.
Such a selfish little mean guy.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. What's Diggs up to these days?
He's in Houston. And
Power's numbers.
Average.
Average, not as good as they were with Mr. Allen?
No way, and they never will be.
Is Josh Allen related to Tim Allen?
Probably.
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
He's
got all the tools.
Yeah. He's making them wacky fucking practice equipment.
Yeah.
Targets with like a lawnmower blade fucking whipping around.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Good for them.
Oh,
we're on a good stream going up.
To finish out the Chicago trip, after all that, we went drinking for about the next 6 hours, and then we went to Lou Malnati's, which is one of the premier Chicago deep dish places in all of Chicago, and it was right outside our hotel, which was perfect.
What one we went to when we were there? We went to like one of the something, I don't know.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah,
there's like a few names that are the top ones, and I always forget until someone says them.
Well, that guy and Lou Malnati were the 2 head guys at this other place called Pico something. I can't remember what it's called, but they both broke off and started their own places. So now there's 3 premier deep dish places in Chicago.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, and this one has the butter crust, the one that I went to. Holy fuck. It was like, we got a pepperoni one, and then we got a traditional Chicago, which is like sausage and peppers and onions or something like that. And they're both fucking incredible, and there's so much cheese and fucking, it's just, and it's deep. So,
that's cool. We got, what was it called? Some Italian place. And we got a nice thin fucking crusted like street pizza, fold in half, fucking grease dripping out New York street pizza.
Right.
That was great.
That's awesome.
Went to a place called L'Amico, I think, L''Amico, like the comedian Zach Amico.
Yeah.
And got some, not mussels, scallops.
Oh, I love scallops.
Just like, dude, I'm like the
bed of
grains and the couscous type shit. God damn it, that was good. What else did we get there? What did you get? I don't remember. How is this thing, dude? It's like, it's too much for your brain to take in. Like when we went to England not during the pandemic, but it was still, pandemic adjacent. You still had to pass a COVID test to get back into America. Getting back into the States was the concern.
Yeah.
That's why we went. Had to go to Nebworth. So We had to take it. That's the only COVID test I've ever taken.
Right.
Is at at King's Cross fucking station.
Okay.
And after we had just been to a festival with 70,000 people a night.
Right.
And I was like, there's no way we don't have fucking COVID.
Yeah.
They were hugging people arm in arm,
course.
singing fucking cigarettes and alcohol and shit.
Yeah.
And I was coughing. I was like, we definitely live in England for 2 weeks. I was
Yeah.
ready for it. I was like, we're going to live in England for 2 weeks. That's sweet.
Yeah.
But alas, we did pass. So we waited for our
Good.
results. We went out to lunch right on the river, right by the London Eye.
Yeah.
And we went out to lunch. We were talking about that one day.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at her and I was like, what did we eat for lunch? And neither one of us could even begin to remember. I'm
Wow.
like, that was like one of the most important meals.
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
think we'd remember what the fuck we had.
Sure.
And I think I found a picture of it. And I'm like, I kind of remember some fucking whatever. I
Yeah.
don't even remember now.
Right.
It's when you do stuff like that and you cram a lot in to a short period, your brain just can't process it all.
I know. I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish I was like, I had all these crazy, wacky stories. I mean, I pretty much do the same shit everywhere. Just walk around, look at shit, and eat. You know, I'm not like, we went deep sea fishing with a spear in our teeth with the natives. Like, I'm not that guy.
Well, there's a lot of transsexuals in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So my buddy was like, "You want to play a game? See how many we can pick?" I was like, "I don't know. Should we do that?"
They're probably doing some funny ass game to us.
I know, right?
They're probably.
And then there's this one guy, girl, dancing at this bar that we were at, and we were starting to get pretty fucked up. And we're like, my buddy's like, yeah, and I was like, that's a dude. And they're like, dude, we're not going home with them. Like, and I was like, still,
Yeah, just having a little fun.
yeah.
They were fun people. I don't know.
And that is all it was. But
Yeah.
I was like, that's not a hot chick.
Yeah.
It looks like one from a distance.
I don't remember. I didn't see any of note in New York. But New
Yeah.
York's full of all sorts of, you know what I mean? There's so many,
So is Chicago.
Sex in the City chicks who moved to New York to be because they like that
yeah.
show or friends. You know what I mean? There's so many of that. But then I love just seeing like an old, hunched over, tired Jewish lady who
Yeah.
like, doesn't give a fuck that she's in New York. Oh my God. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? She's
Yep.
not listening to the Alicia Keys song. She's
Right.
lived here her whole life. You
Yep.
know, owns like a little market or something.
Oh yeah.
It's great. And they're all waiting to fucking cross the street together. Yeah. It's very cool. God damn it, I had something else. Oh, I mean, it's summertime in New York, and this new generation of gals they really burn the bra.
That's what I
They
hear.
all burn the bra. Yeah, man.
love
Pretty
it.
goddamn distracting.
Yeah, I love it.
There's families out here. I'm trying to walk around with my wife and have a nice time, and you hoes are distracting us.
I'm all for it, ladies, just so you know. I never really found the need in bras.
Yeah.
It just creates some fumbling every time
I
I'm
feel
drunk.
supported when I have them on. I feel better when I have it on.
Whenever I'm drunk, it just
I don't think we're talking about the
takes me
same thing.
just takes me longer to get to where I need to be.
You guys just do the snap.
Yeah, I know, I try, but when I'm hammered, it's hard. When I'm sober, it's fine. I'm like, bang.
That should be the DWI test. Instead of the pointing at your nose,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or walking doing the alphabet, just
I
like
fail miserably.
there's like a hot lady cop, and you got to be able to fucking get the bra off.
I do like when it's in the front sometimes, though. That's fun, because it's just like, ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of like the curtains opening like a
Yes,
show. It's like
it is.
Broadway.
It is. That's exactly why I like it.
Little guy where the blowhorn comes out.
I'm like, all right. Ooh, I've never seen those kind of nipples before.
But then there's the strapless ones that just seem to be gone immediately.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do anything.
No.
They roll down like a...
Yeah. And all of a sudden it's around their ankles. How'd that happen?
Slipped right out of that thing. You know, we have a harness for the cat for when she's outside. Same exact thing.
Yep.
You just turn around, she's out of it. How the fuck did you do that?
What happened?
Sneaky little things.
Sneaky little guy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that is cool. We're getting it all in while we can.
yeah.
You know?
Chicago to New York.
Chicago to New York.
Yeah.
I don't know when the next one is. We want to start doing more trips like these. You know, we do the big ones, and that's fun.
Right.
But I want to start getting it. It's good to come up for air. to go to like, let's go to the center of the universe because we live in the woods.
Right.
And that's how you make weird, that's how you get weird Unabomber guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got to go back into society and like, you know, exist around a lot of people and a lot of shit and kind of recalibrate your brain. Yeah.
Speaking of the woods, I was on the phone with Hot Dog when you called. Mm-hmm. And Hot Dog was in the middle of putting together what all of our financial obligation is going to be for our annual fall trip to the mountains.
Oh, and you're not doing Tennessee, you're doing Georgia?
This time we're doing Georgia, the northwest corner of Georgia. So this is actually the Blue Ridge Mountains instead of the Smoky Mountains this time.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like 100 miles away from where we were, but in that 100 miles, it changes.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. The place looks fantastic. And Hot Dog's bringing his pops this time.
His dad?
Oh, yeah.
Pop Dog?
Pop Dog.
Yeah.
I love it. The whole family's got a name.
Yeah.
It's amazing how far a hot dog can go. I'm really excited because, we grew up together. So his dad's been a big part of my life for as long as I can remember, and his parents are about 10 years older than my parents, so they're getting up there now. Mm-hmm. You know, they're late 70s, and it's a much needed trip, I think.
Yeah.
After 50 years, 60 years together with your wife, nice 5 days in the woods, 6 days in the woods, just kind of regroup.
Yeah.
Just regroup.
Yeah. It'll be like, you know how when you, like, if you're in the city for a long time, you go out to the woods, it takes your eyes a minute to recalibrate to see the stars.
Yes.
I'm sure, like, he's not going to be able to hear anything because he's going to be so used to just tuning it out.
Yeah, I know.
That everyone's going to be talking to him, and it's going to take him a minute to, like, realize that he doesn't have to use, like, a white noise machine in his brain to block out the incessant fucking...
Well, he said he's ready to fucking go to the woods and burn some weed with us.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
At like 78 years old or whatever.
Wow.
He's like, we're gonna fucking smoke some weed in the woods.
He doesn't smoke weed, or if he says so like that.
He eats edibles and stuff. He's had like a couple hip replacements and knee replacements, and
all the geezers are all doped up these days. Yeah. My mom and her friends are just like, "Did you try the apple ones? They're fucking killer." I'm like, "What happened?"
I know, it's fantastic. It's really fantastic. I love it.
I think it's great. Of course, that's great, man. If God don't make it, you don't take it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
now we got to get onto the mushrooms. Get people on. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Start small, everybody. You guys aren't used to it.
Exactly.
I don't know if we can unleash that to just like,
I've been trying to get my mom to do mushrooms because she's worried about losing her mind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, start microdosing. And she's like, excuse me? I don't know what that means. This woman had her first drink in 30 years just a couple months ago, and I'm asking her to fucking microdose mushrooms. She's like, I don't even have a clue what that means, Christopher. And I'm like, it keeps your brain active, Mom. So she's not down with it right now, but I feel like if I tell her that I think she's losing it, that she might be down.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that to her yet.
Just gaslight her into doing mushrooms?
Yeah. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. Oh, my God. I feel like she'd be so much fun to trip with.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be like tripping for the first time all over again.
I guess. You always hear about those people who, like, never smoked weed or anything until they're, like, 80, and then they're like, fuck it, I'll try it. And then they're... Well, I still have that about, like, all right, dude, if it's all over and we're all done, like, let's fucking do some dope. Let's do some Keith Richards shit.
For sure.
And I know I'm going to be like, why didn't I do this the whole time? It could have been this, not the whole time, but for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's what I do. By the time we're, like, elderly, dude, they're going to have fucking awesome drugs.
Oh, yeah.
They're working on it every day. They're working on that more than they're working on pretty much anything else.
They sure are.
Yeah. They're going to have great shit.
Well, I mean, if they're not going to be able to cure these diseases, they might as well at least be able to make us pain-free.
They don't want to cure them. They want to make new ones and treat them.
Well, yeah, but
Hi. How
At
you
least
doing?
make us pain free.
Do you guys have a drug that'll ease my anxiety I have about you? And how you're poisoning the planet and fucking killing everyone and driving all the kids crazy? I'm having severe anxiety because of the medical industry. You guys have a drug for that.
Can you make one then, please?
Yeah, please. You should get to work on something that will calm our fears of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm going to go to Congress, yo.
Yeah.
That's our next trip.
That's our
Chicago
next trip.
to New York to D.C.
There we go.
Yeah, fucking talk some sense into those knuckleheads.
Somebody's got to.
I don't know. Okay, so you're going to the Smoky Mountains.
Yes, I am.
We're going to
No, the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Blue Ridge Mountains.
Went to the Smoky Mountains last year.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be another fun trip. Hot dog and the family.
Oh my God, it's gonna be great. Yeah, pop dog.
Pop dog.
Love it. Yeah, so we got that coming up. Yeah, we got these shows coming up. We have Bear the Bronze this Saturday.
Oh, that's cool. Those guys are cool.
Yeah, they're good. So come out to that show. And I'd like to just take a brief second to say goodbye to a dear friend of mine that I lost this past week, Renee Balcom Rogers. She's one of the best women I ever met in my life. And I was really sad to see her go. But she lost her 10-year battle with cancer this past week. And I just wanted to say goodbye one last time. And, we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, that's a bummer, man.
I know, sorry. I hate
No,
doing that stuff on the show, but I have
No, you
to.
got to, man. We
I
got to
have to.
celebrate life. I'm big on that. Celebration of
Yes.
life is the new
I know.
thing. You know what I mean? This
know.
is, what are we going to make sense of existence?
Yeah,
like,
I
it's
know.
a big spinning ball of chaos, and we're all desperately trying to hang on.
Right.
And, people come and go, and she's on to the next plane.
She is.
I'm
She is.
quite interested. We're all interested. I'm jealous. Sometimes when someone you know passes away, I'm sad for myself. But then at the same time, I'm like, oh, that motherfucker knows now.
Yeah.
He knows the thing we're all constantly wondering.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Him, Elvis,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
She knows.
She knows.
She knows something we all don't.
She does. She does.
All right. Well, Sunday, come on out to the Jug.
Yeah.
To
What's Pete calling it? Capcom?
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what he said the other day.
Capcom? Yeah.
Capcom.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called. We'll be there making some music. And then we'll watch the Bills game.
Music, football, and booze.
Music, football, and booze. What else could you fucking ask for?
Probably a lot of weed, too.
Yeah, probably.
I can pretty much guarantee it.
Yeah. All right. So Hot Dog's dad just heard that, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Hot Dog's dad's on his
I'll
way.
be there. Pop Dog will be in the house.
Pop Dog in the house.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Keep listening to get constant updates on this ever expanding process here.
Yeah.
Some pretty exciting things coming up.
Absolutely.
So
Very
share
exciting.
this with your friends. Tell everybody you know.
Tell everybody.
All right. Bye.
See you next time.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.